Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 52. You get the Nasdaq up 15. S&Ps are off 6.5. And as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour, we have our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. And don't forget, folks, Steve's got a great show every trading day right here at TFNN, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Get that program right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get great HD quality video as well as audio. Now, when you come over to our website at TFNN, what you're going to see right on the front page, you're going to see Japanese Candlestick Workshop Live with our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. This is a subscriber event, which that means specifically, folks, if you're a subscriber of Mastering Probability, you come to the event. Now, if you're not a subscriber, you can also come to this event. The way this would work, and this is a one-time deal. You know, most times Steve's letter is $149 a month. You can pay $49 for the first month. Bottom line, you get the workshop, you get his money management workshop, and you get his newsletter for a full month. Bottom line is that the workshop alone is worth a lot more than $49. But check it out on the front page of TFNN. It's going to be on August 10th from 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, you know, thanks for that introduction, Tom. And it is the most valuable lesson, the most valuable aspect when it comes to trading and investing is going to be what we're going to be covering inside this workshop, which is 9 days from today.
Okay.
So it's going to be Wednesday, August 10th. It's going to be from 5 to 6 p.m. And like always, we're going to archive it on subscribers' pages. So if you're vacationing, it's no problem. You'll have access to it for 30 days, which is really important. And what I want listeners to understand is that the entire purpose at 9:30, you know, each day when the market opens, buyers and sellers have just one function for you and I, and that is to create these Japanese candlesticks. And I'm going to teach subscribers how to correctly read the message of the market. So on Wednesday the 10th, from 5 to 6, I'm going to teach subscribers the most important Japanese candlesticks, and there's 28 different candlesticks.
Okay.
But here's what I'll be teaching. You only really need to learn 12, but in reality, you only need to learn 6 because the same 6 bullish candles have the exact opposite on the bearish side.
Yes.
So I'm going to be able to narrow things down so that subscribers can really wrap their head around it versus reading books and materials. There's great books and materials, but they're going to cover all 28. You're not going to know which ones that you want to focus on. So I'll also teach subscribers how to identify the market's next move, how to overcome the fear associated with putting on a trade, by teaching them how and when to pull the trigger, by letting the market commit to them before they commit to what, and then how to manage a trade to maximize results. Now, it doesn't matter what stage somebody is at, no matter what experience somebody has, the questions that they have, the doubts, the frustrations, I can absolutely tell you that I've been there, I've done that, and I have the solution. I have the solution that unlocks the code to the markets. And it all begins with Japanese candlesticks. And the cool thing, Tom, about Japanese candlesticks is it's the one thing that stops us from looking like a deer caught in the headlights out there. So when we take a look at Japanese candlesticks, and let me give you an example of what some of the things that we'll be covering at the workshop. And for you and I, you know, you're this amazing artist, and you're this amazing artist because you start with a chart that's a blank palette. You know, and either you've got candlesticks or you've got bar charts or what have you, but you visually can hone in on exactly what it is that you're looking for. And I want to be able to teach people how to do that as well. So we'll start with our blank chart and the pattern. And then when it comes to trading and investing, there's really five elements that we want to focus on. Psychology and Japanese candlesticks are what helps us to understand the psychology of the markets. The other elements that are important, rules-based system, risking 1% or less, and that comes with the money management workshop that you mentioned, you know, for for people that want to sign up for $49. The trading systems that are used inside the newsletter. So the newsletter is not just actionable for what it is that we're going to do and why, but it really teaches. So it's a teaching newsletter as well, and it'll teach the buying and selling of the D point. And so when we take a look at one of the more valuable patterns that you happened to mention just a short time ago, the A to B equals CD pattern, what I often refer to as the lightning bolt. And what I do is I teach people how to buy and sell the D point. But when it comes to these A, B, C, D patterns, and this is a thing that I really was able to wrap my head around in the early stages, was that the one-to-one That means the expansion of the C to D leg equals the A to B only 60% of the time. And that means that we really have to become masters of identifying the other 40% when there's the other expansion. Because if you were to just simply sell or buy every D point on the one-to-one, you'd have a lot of losing trades out there. And there is a better way to do it. So the question is pretty simple. How do we know when that pattern is complete? Let me take, for example, the last bottom that formed inside the QQQ series ETF. It made, by the way, it made a 1 to 1.272, almost to the tick, A to B equals CD to the downside. Now, how do we know that that pattern was getting ready to reverse? It's really simple, because on June 28th, what was formed was a bullish reversal signal called a bull sash out there. And that was the signal. You see, when it made the one-to-one, which was a couple of days prior, that was not necessarily, in fact, that was not when the market was done moving to the downside. And so here's an example of where one of those other 40% moves on the A to B equals CD pattern. And that question I often get is, well, how long are prices going to move higher? For example, right now, that is the mode that we're in. And if we take a look at the QQQ series, there's only been one bearish reversal candle since that bottom that came in on June the 28th. Those little bearish engulfing candle right around the 14th or 15th of July out here. And prices will continue to move higher until there is a bearish reversal signal. And now, just as an example, we talked about how the A to B equals CD pattern, Tom, only makes a 1-to-1 60% of the time. Right now, the Qs are in the process of completing an A to B equals CD. They've surpassed the 1-to-1 level, which was $113. They today surpassed the $115 mark, which is the 1.272. So unless a bearish reversal signal comes into the marketplace, which it could tomorrow, we'll just have to see how things trade, the Qs at this stage are signaling to you and I that they want to move to the 117.45 level. That would be the next level on that A to B, or that would be the next level really of the C to D leg. So I'm on watch. My subscribers are on watch for a bearish reversal signal. Now, this works for all time frames. So whether it's an intraday chart, such as a 30-minute chart, we were just looking at daily charts. But I want to throw out an absolute caution sign by reading the message of the markets. And that is the weekly chart for gold. And we take a look at the weekly chart for gold. Most of the significant tops are formed with a bearish engulfing candle, which is what formed a few weeks ago. And when it formed a few weeks ago, it was right at the top of a descending trend line. So it says be careful. Folks, the ultimate trading signals are Japanese candlesticks on a Wednesday, August 10th, 9 days from now from 5 to 6. You can gain access by signing up for my daily newsletter service. And as Tom said, it's normally $149. You can get that exclusive offer right now for just $49. And Tom is right. The value of what you're going to learn at this program is it's worth its weight in gold.
And we get a great trading market, folks. It's a beautiful thing. So come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right in the very top. Japanese Candle Workshop, live with our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. You can sign up right now, right here. Steve, have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow. Thank you. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 55. NASDAQ is up 13. S&Ps are off 7. We're going to be right back.